and gentlemen, are you ready?
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder. I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Imi Khalida binti Ahmad Nashifa, DNS 07210068. So, I want to talk about what the right things that you can do and the things that you cannot do before, during and after an interview. So, the thing that you must do before go to interview is you should print out multiple copies of your resume. This is because too often interviewers rely on the interviewee to provide a resume. So, make sure you have enough for every person in the room. To be on the safe side, print out an additional 2 to 3 copies in case an unexpected employee sits in on the interview. This also can save you from an emergency situation, and with the extra copy of your resume, this can help you a lot.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Faiza binti Abdul Rahman, DNS 039. The next things we need to do before interview is go to bed early. A good night's sleep is key to staying focused and alert during your interview. It also boosts your memory and creativity, which should help you feel prepared to answer whatever question they throw at you. Make sure you are using full blanket and the highest quality pillow possible to reap the mental benefit of good sleep. Don't let any small slip up affect your change at your dream job. Take the step ahead of time to prepare for your best interview yet. Good luck!
Point first for do before interview. We all know first impression are important, so your professional outfit is of the utmost important in an interview. Second point, save yourself any additional stress the morning of by having your outfit laid out and ready to go. And second, this also ensures that your clothes are stretched, wrinkle-free and clean. And make sure you're planning on the most professional and appropriate and simple possible.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nur Ilia Safia binti Norihan and my matrix number is DNS 07210070. For the first prohibition before undergoing the interview is not to be late for the interview. This is because if you come late, there is considered a value for the interview session. So, no matter what problem we face during the day of the interview, we should have the determination to overcome them. Additionally, there is also something you will be considered underestimating with your interview date.
Okay, hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Amira Afika binti Muhammad Azhar. My matrix number is DNS 07210006. Okay, so last point of do not do before an interview is don't oversave yourself and criticize yourself in front of interviewers, because it shows that we are too desperate or called proud of ourselves in front of interviewers.
The things that you can do during interview is you should wear appropriate clothes and choose suitable matching colors. You should wear appropriate clothes and choose suitable matching colors because you want to show the interviewers that you are serious about the job. Moreover, It also can show that actually you are understanding the corporate culture and showcase you as someone who fit easily into the workplace dynamic. It also can show that your attire can make someone interested for the first impression of them towards you. Plus, it can enhance your confidence and attitude.
First point, do during interview. Listen careful to the interview. Second, make sure you answer the question your interview is asking. 3. Relate your skill, accomplishment and objective to the needs of the company. And 4. Provide specific example when possible using the SARA method. Like example, situation, action, result and application.
Next point is what we need to do while we go through the interview. During the interview, we have to answer every question asked by person interviewing us. This is because it can change the tense atmosphere to the extraordinary. Such an atmosphere will be more cheerful and the people we interview interested about us. Yet, that too, it can differentiate us from passive attitudes such as keeping quiet during an interview. And the last one, the next video illustrates an example of this point.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Amira Afrika binti Muhammad Azhar and my matrix number is DNS 07210006. So next points is show a good impression and characters. It is because in order to influence people around, especially the interviewers, and make him want to ask us a lot of questions. Besides that, when we show a good impression and character, we also feel calm during interviewation and do not feel nervous or rush to answer the questions by the interviewers.
So the next point is respect the interviewers. The way you handle your follow-ups and communication after the interview give the employer a glimpse at your personality. How you will handle business, communication and your overall demeanor. You need be ready with all the questions. If you are corrected by the interview, you should not denounce or raise your voice to the interviewer. You have to answer all the questions given in a very gentle tone and a calm facial reaction.
Next, for the thing that you cannot do during the interview is don't ask too much about the salary. It is because you want to show your big interest for the job, not only the salary that will be paid to you. Express your interest in the job and the strength that you would bring to it before asking for the salary range. Make the employer feel confident that you are there for more than just the paycheck.
For don't during the interview is don't be clueless about the company background. The point here is don't come to the interview empty-handed. You should do research about the company you are applying for a job. Additionally, you need to know about the company's laws. This is because during the interview, it was found that some interviewers asked questions related to the company.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about the thing you don't do during interview. So the point is, don't make negative comment about previous employers. If you have negative experience, please don't make negative comment to social media or other people about your previous interview, because it can show that you have a bad attitude. If you make a mistake and are scolded by the interview, you should apologize or take advice for the next interview or future.
Alright, hi. So the last point for things do not do during interview is don't treat the interviewers casually. This makes the interviewers feel uncomfortable and refuse to ask the question. Moreover, it is an impolite action and will be looked down upon by the interviewers. Thank you.
First point done during interview. Before entering the interviewer room, turn your cell phone off. Even if you will still hear on buzzing sound, and that could interrupt the flow of conversation. And second point, should respect the manager who interview us from any noise. 3. If the phone is not turned off during the interview, it can disrupt in the fourth interview session.
Hi, now I want to talk about the things that you should do after an interview. It is, you should thank to the interviewers. A job interview gives you the chance to position yourself as a strong candidate for the role. Writing a thank you email after the interview allows you to continue to make a good impression on the potential employer. It is because this way can allow us to present any important information that you forgot to mention during the interview.
So, point of number 3 is keep searching for the other job and do not give up. So that when we do not get the job apply, at least we already have the other option job available. Additionally, we should not to be lazy to try find a job so that we get a job easily plus conveniently.
Next point, do after interview. We should take notes before the interview because to acknowledge before being integrated during the interview. Second, we will become more confident and more prepared. And 3 points, showing us someone who is serious about getting a job by jotting down important facts during an interview.
For do after interview is just after finishing the interview session with the interviewers. You need to follow social media about the company you are applying to get a job opportunity. This is because it will update on social media only. Again, with the phenomenon we face today, anything must be important social media to be updated about the job, because it is easy to find a halal job there.
So, the right thing to do is after interview is follow up the company about your interview. If you don't pass the interview, ask them the reason. After the interview, you should be patient, wait for the decision. You should not urge the company to accept your decision more quickly. You need to check your email every time to get the answer to your interview. You must accept all decisions with an open heart. If you don't pass the interview, you need to calm down yourself. Ask them what the reason they reject you.
For the thing that you cannot do after the interview is don't harass the hiring manager. It is really a bad attitude if you harass the hiring manager because you have been rejected after the job interview. You always have to be rational to accept the other statement towards you. If you harass the manager, it may be affect your future in getting another job.
The next is don't post anything about the interview session on social media, because that is one of the rules set in any workplace and also to maintain the good name of the job. Furthermore, It is also an action that impolite and appropriate to do during the interview session and makes the interviewers less interested in us.
For the last point, regarding tone after interview is that we should be open-minded to accept other opinions about ourselves. And we shouldn't get emotional when people say something about us. Because there are times when it is right about ourselves. We need to teach acceptance of other people's opinions because that is an attitude that makes people happy to trust or approach us.
The thing you don't do after interview is don't ghost the hiring manager. If you receive a job opportunity in a different company, you should not ignore a call from an existing company to go for an interview before. The reason is your image will be damaged for the future. You will experience difficult situation of asking for a job for the future. The right thing to do is you should tell the company that you got a job elsewhere.
First point done after interview. Sometimes the first impression is the most important part of a job interview. Starting a job interview with the wrong demeanor can sabotage the process before it begins. Exhibiting a positive, confident attitude can be just as important and perhaps more important than work experience. Second point, even if you don't pass in the interview, still speak politely with gratitude for giving the opportunity and quantify only in the interview session. And 3, we will be liked by those around as we will have positive attitude.